If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood nigga's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now, before we get into the video, do me a favor real quick. Make sure you smash that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying my content, please hit the notification bell so when every time I drop a new video, you will be the first to get it. Now check me out. TMZ is reporting that the PNB Rock Murder was possibly a planned execution. What? Right? A planned execution? Now, we got to understand something, y'all. These are strong accusations. Police shouldn't be coming out just making these type of accusations without some type of evidence that allows them to entertain the thought that this right here was a straight up hit and ain't had nothing to do with the robbery, right? Now, from what I'm, excuse me, what I'm getting from this is this right here, y'all. That it was a planned hit and they made it appear as if it was a robbery to throw shit off. You see what I'm saying? Now, TMZ is getting their reports from what they are saying from police or people who are close to the police doing this investigation, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link in the pinned in the comment section so you guys can go to my Instagram and check out the TMZ post. All right, now let's get to it, y'all. This right here is just, if this was a planned hit, this one thing we got to understand, because they saying that it's either people in Atlanta that he was having beef with or people in his home state of Philly that he was having beef with, right? That could possibly have planned to come to California and kill PNB. Wow. Now listen, y'all. If that is the case, right? And if these brothers get found guilty and charged and all that old type of shit of this crime, we got to understand, or they need to understand, that this could be a federal murder. What you mean, hood educated? I ain't never heard of no motherfucking federal murder. Well, let me explain it to you. It's almost like when you hear about people doing drug trafficking, right? Human trafficking. When you do that type of shit, when you take a crime across state lines or you go across state lines to complete a crime, they call that federal, right? Because you done took it from one state to another state to another state. So it no longer, the case no longer belongs in that state. It has another jurisdiction now. It has multiple jurisdictions. And when it has multiple jurisdictions, the feds got to come in and take it over. That's how a lot of people end up with federal murders, trafficking, federal, you know, pimps. When they be taking their women across state lines and shit like that, that's federal, right? Transferring commerce, you understand? Illegal commerce, you know what I'm saying? So that type of shit right there is another whole ball game that I don't believe these motherfuckers understand. They can be facing a federal murder, and facing a federal murder, you looking at the death penalty. Ain't no abolishing the death penalty in the federal jurisdiction. That's state shit. The feds still got the death penalty. All right, now look, the cold-blooded part about all of this is this right here. Where is they getting this information from? Right? Where are they learning about beefs and shit like that in Atlanta and in Philly? And the fact that a motherfucker could have been sent all the way up to California to commit the murder. Now here's my thing, because we hood educated, not lane related. My questions is this right here. how in the hell that whoever these goons was coming from Atlanta or Philly know exactly where PNB Rock was at the time and day? How did they know? Like, I understand the post and all that old type of stuff, y'all, but LA is a huge county, right? California is a huge state. It's hard for me to believe that some niggas drove or flew from Atlanta or Philadelphia and were just sitting in the parking lot at Roscoe's or just sitting in the LA area and seen that post and then just, you know, traveled all the way where they was traveling from and then ran up on this dude and killed him. That's hard for me to believe. And I believe that for the police to be entertaining these type of thoughts, they getting some close information from somebody that know what the fuck's going on, right? They getting information from somebody that's on the inside that know what's possibly going on. Because I just can't see that right there. You got to understand something. Just put yourself in the position. You going across state lines to go kill a motherfucker. Come on now. To a state that you don't know nothing about. How in the hell you gonna know exactly the date and time that this man gonna pull up at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles for you to be right in the vicinity to pull up and go take care of that business? Is it that serious? You see what I'm saying? What did PNB Rock do that made a motherfucker want to travel across state lines to kill him? What did this man do? Right? And not only that, y'all, they have came forward and said that PNB Rock's girlfriend is not a suspect. They say that she has nothing to do with none of this, right? Although some people on the blogs say, hey, no, she's suspect. Some people say, no, you know, she ain't do nothing. Some people get mad at the blogs for saying, man, why y'all saying this woman has something to do with something, man, and she grieving over her boyfriend and all that, right? It's a lot of stuff going up in the air concerning this woman, right? Now, let me say this right here, y'all. To all my hood educated residents, man, that watch ID and Investigative Discovery and watch shows like The First 48 and shit like that, right? Come on, I need y'all to walk with me on this one, right? Whenever there's a husband and wife and the wife end up dead, who they first suspect? Hey, who the first suspect is? Okay then. Now, if there's a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and the boyfriend end up dead, not just dead, but killed, who the suspect? Who the first suspect? Who they looking at initially? Who they looking at first? Right? Now, in all my history of watching these type of shows and all my history of just studying this type of shit, I have yet to see the police come out so quick and say, hey, nah, they ain't had nothing to do with none of this shit. Now, from my understanding, when they do shit like that, it's because they is looking at that motherfucker. And they don't want that motherfucker to know that they looking at him. So they throw him off with all that, nah, we ain't worried about them, we ain't worried about them. That's just a throw off to keep these people believing that, oh, they ain't looking at me. They know I'm innocent. But all the time, they watching your motherfucking ass. So I don't know, man. I'm talking about like this is to me, it's mind blowing for them to even entertain these type of thoughts, but they ain't entertaining these thoughts for nothing. They ain't believing that motherfuckers travel across state lines to come and kill this boy for nothing. Man, y'all jump in the comments and let me know. Give me an understanding. Give me y'all portion of understanding. Some of my California connects, man. Go jump in my DM. Give me some info. Let me know what's going on, man. What y'all hearing in the streets, what's going on with this whole demonstration. This hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. Before we depart, let me give some honors to some people that has blessed me in the last week. Let me give a shout out to Xander's T for the $5 cash app. Let me give a shout out to my homegirl, OG Dub, Chi-Town Sweetie, for the $25 cash app. Let me give a shout out to Darrell Rowe for the $5 cash app. And let me give a shout out to Darren Charu. I hope I ain't butcher your last name, brother, but it's hard to pronounce. But to the brother Darren Charu for the $20 PayPal. I really appreciate the blessings, man. Keep blessing the channel, and I'm gonna keep bringing it to y'all raw. Peace and love.